Hello everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. One of the next steps in choosing Brooklyn Park's next mayor is only days away. The primary for the special election is on Tuesday, April 13th. 7 people are running for the office, and you've probably seen their campaign signs around town. City staff say you'll likely be seeing them for a while. Staff say campaign signs need to be taken out 10 days after the August special election. Signs cannot be placed on any right-of-way interstate system or highways. It may not be displayed within 100 feet of a polling place during Election Day, and it cannot be attached to trees, fences, or utility poles. While candidates cannot entirely control their supporters, they may be able to influence their supporters to obey these rules.
We've have been getting calls. There's a lot of campaign signs throughout the city, but again, we rely on the candidates and their candidates' volunteers to abide by the rules and regulations.
If there's a sign violation, city staff will notify the candidate within 24 hours to relocate or remove the sign. All signs taken by staff will be stored at City Hall. And here's a reminder of who is running to fill the role that was vacated after Jeff Lundy won the District 1 seat on the Hennepin County Board. When the COVID-19 pandemic began more than a year ago, workers had to adjust to working from home. Reporter Pafua Yang caught up with a Plymouth company where many of those workers still haven't gone back to the office.
At Nanan Medical in Plymouth, empty desks and quiet halls are no longer an unfamiliar sight.
Yeah, so the day-to-day has, certainly changed.
About 80% of Nanan employees have been working remotely since the start of the pandemic.
With a few exceptions, so our production workers, for example, are all on site.
The production workers include those that help assemble medical devices that Nanan makes. Christine Horton says in the last year, the company found working remotely had no effect on productivity.
Been a lot of benefits to working remote, so you don't get ready in the same way. Maybe it doesn't take up as much of your time. Certainly the commute, not having to commute, less travel, all of those things allow you to focus more on the work at hand and the business that needs to get done.
Furthermore, the flexible working spaces allowed families to have a work-life balance.
Working parents that are in remote locations are like my new superheroes. The fact that they were able to be productive and balance taking care of their kids and their families during all of this is just amazing.
Even when it's safe to come back into the office, as of right now, workers can still choose where they want to work.
Staying in that flexible space is really what is best for the business, but best for the employees. And we want to stay adaptive and recognizing what are the needs of individuals and how to best include individuals into the work.
As Nanan employees look forward to life after COVID, they say the journey has definitely strengthened the work dynamic.
But it's not just talking about business, but it's talking about how are you doing today? What do you need from me? How can I help you?
In Plymouth, Pafua Yang, CCX News.
And now for a special segment that you can expect every week here at CCX News. It's called Newsmakers, where we sit down with some of the people making headlines in our area. Today we hear from Hennepin County Commissioner Kevin Anderson, who represents Maple Grove and northwestern Hennepin County.
You are only a few months into your new role representing District 7. How's it going?
It's been an amazing learning experience, and really it's been great representing this communities.
Good. Well, to jump in, one issue that you have been working on is increasing broadband connectivity through the county. Very important in your district. Tell us a little bit about that.
One of the first things that happened after becoming a commissioner was I was assigned chair of public works, and part of that job is looking at how all of our communities are connected. And to me, that means not just roads and bridges or transit, but also internet connectivity. And this year has been so important in trying to make sure that workers have access, stable access to broadband internet so that they can do their job. I think this is going to continue to be of vital importance for our economy, for our workers' productivity, for everybody moving forward. And if all of our residents are connected, we're going to have to work harder to get there. And I'm seeing that a lot, especially in the western suburbs. And as I've been talking to cities, they're really requesting help in doing this because it's a hard thing to do.
All right, we'll be watching to see what happens there. Now, another issue that you've been going and talking to veterans groups about, something you're passionate about, veterans homelessness. What have you been learning?
So one of the things that I think is really key about veterans homelessness is that it is homelessness. Veterans are people. And so we have an opportunity to really work alongside our veterans partners like MACV and the Minnesota VA. I mean, there's so many partners that are doing great work in this. And if we can be real partners with this, we can learn invaluable lessons. The better lessons we can learn with this through veterans and really kind of come to a functional zero, the better off our whole community is going to be. And so I think that focusing on veterans issues is going to be an important part of solving homelessness for our whole community.
Here's one sign life is slowly getting back to normal. Friday will be the beginning of Plymouth's annual spring art show, Primavera. The event was canceled last year, but this year the City of Plymouth and the Plymouth Arts Council have reimagined the event.
We will be providing the in-person exhibit still at the Plymouth Community Center, and we also will have a virtual gallery available for a month online at our website.
Just to remind you, here's video of what the event looked like pre-pandemic. The show is entirely free, but you do need to pre-register if you want to go to the in-person gallery, which runs April 16th through April 18th. The virtual art gallery will be up until May 16th. You can find out more information, including how to register, on the City of Plymouth's website.